previously worked in Conestoga College and Mohawk College as the International Students Recruitment Officer. Welcome to our Daily Life BA session. And today I have invited Rajesh has joined us. Rajesh is one of our students from CIP. Rajesh is from Gujarat. He had a very long journey. Rajesh was actually referred to us by one of our friends who's also from the US, who studied in the US. So Rajesh, welcome to our live session today. And sorry to bug you in directly. I just, you're
Yeah,
an, yeah, you're an IT professional and you have many years of work experience. And I just to share your experience. So welcome, Rajesh.
yeah. Thanks. So yeah, nice to nice to talk with you as well this morning. And I am first of all of you. I am the student of CAP, and Gautam sir taught me how to come to Canada from United States. I have very vast experience in the field of technology because I am a computer science student. I did my master's from NYIT, and after that, I did a lot work in United States for around 7 to 8 years, and I was keen type of interested in .NET technologies as well as other type of technologies. While working as a software developer in software engineering, I realized that I should have to move from United States to Canada because there are so many circumstances over there, right? And Gautam sir gave me very good idea to move into Canada, and I started to study in Conestoga, and after that I moved to Canada because of Gautam sir and the others.
There's nothing to credit me here. It is your hard work and you have good academics and obviously God's blessing. So you studied masters. You did your NYIT, right? Masters in NYIT Long Island.
Right, Long Island. Yes, perfect.
Yes. So what happened? Like you finished your studies and then afterwards, what happened?
See, actually, I had a very good job, no doubt at all. I worked with Pfizer, I worked with Rcic, I worked with Bloomberg, so many other companies I speak on, and I have a very good experience on all kinds of REST APIs, web APIs, web applications, mobile applications, other type of developments, system administration, database administration, and all kind of security and network information security. After that, what happened? My H1 was selected, and I got my H1B, right? But as everybody knows that in United States to get your green card or every other things is very tough. And at the time, you know that if my whole family is back in India, and I should have to get married at that time as well. And if I want to settle with my wife and with full of family, it was not possible at that time in United States. So what I did, I tried to plan from United States to Canada, not only for this reason, but I also heard that in Canada, there are so many opportunities around, and you can get easily over there if you have very good experience, or if you if you want to just yourself with good study and with good knowledge, Canada is the best place. And to switch over from United States to Canada. And one of my friends suggested CAP, and CAP gave me all things to do, what I need to do to come from United States to Canada. So this way my journey started from United States to Canada.
Yeah, so you had your H1B, right? So how was the process for you? There are so many students. We have so many students from the US who live there and who do their first masters on STEM OPT, F1 OPT, and then second masters they do their CPT and then PhD until they get their green card. And it's a very stressful process for many people, right? So you were lucky with getting the H1B visa, but still because of the green card and other issues, you didn't want to stay in the US.
Definitely, yeah. As your thing is very correct. So many people, because H1B is the process of getting selected via lottery. Okay, so lottery is based on your luck. If you have luck, you will get selected in the lottery. If you don't, you have to try another time. So that's why many people do 2 masters, 3 masters. Some people do 4 masters, and they are spending money. They're not getting anything. They are spending money. Whatever they're earning, they are spending in their study. Yeah, study is a good idea, but spending money after all, okay, it's not a good idea, right?
Yeah, three to
Studying is,
four masters doesn't make sense.
yeah,
But in end of the day, what is the reason for the study, right? To get good education and could get a job, but 2 to 3 masters is definitely too much, right? It doesn't serve the purpose.
every students, what I'm suggesting, your knowledge comes through your experience and your own thoughts and your own knowledge. Yeah, study is very good. Study is important at all. You know that if you're coming from United States to Canada and you're studying in very good college with any extra certificates, as I did, it is very useful to me, right? Like I did, you suggested me like big data architecture and solution, right? Which is very good, okay, which is very helpful for me as well in my future career and everything. So yeah, studying for some time and for some degrees, it is very good. But extra headache, it's not necessary if you have very good knowledge. So this is the thing happening in United States. Everybody is doing that great job, but because of their H1B, they are not get selected. They're getting frustrated every time. See, if I want to move from, suppose I'm like living in United States and I want to meet my parents. Okay, I want to meet my family and something happened to my family. I cannot go there directly. You have to think like 5,000 times, because what if you are coming back to United States, there is no guarantee at all. If you are living in Canada, okay, if you are living in Canada, suppose I have to go to India tomorrow, I have to just pack my bag and take the tickets. That's
Very
it.
true, because I have seen so many students who were actually, had issues with H1B stamping, getting back with an H1B stamp back from India. I had people even with the H1B stamping cancelled at the airport when they come into. A lot happens in Abu Dhabi, and even I had some students who, even when they landed, they were interrogated and they had issues the way they, unfortunately, after they were questioned about their CPT, OPT, CPT, H1B, and all the client and all that, and they were sent back. It is very true. Yes, I understand. So, yeah, go. Mhm.
Yeah, very true as well, because one of my friend also got the same thing, because I was in United States and he called me in the morning and he told me like, hey, I'm at the airport. So I said like, hey, what happened? Do you need any help from my? So, okay, hey, my H1 got like stamped and everything. But when I came to this airport, they asked me so many questions, and now they are telling me to go back to India because of, I don't know what is the reason behind that, but they got denial at the airport. And he has hold his family, like his wife here and the children. So he told me like, hey, please help them to go back to India with me. So at that morning I rushed in and I asked them, I have to just take the tickets for the next flights and everything, and I helped them. So I know it's very tough for them at that time,
Horrible.
at that, yeah,
That's very horrible. Yes, yeah.
very.
So, yeah, you lived in the US and Canada. You studied in US and Canada. From the education part, what do you see the difference from you studied in NYIT, which is a private university? It's a good university, and also you studied here in Canada. So, what is the difference? What you felt in the education first?
See, the education wise, the difference what I felt is that in like United States, if you are studying in United States, first of all, money, right? If many people like who want to spend it, they are not capable fully, right? And money wise, like the education is like costly in United States rather than Canada. First of all, is little costlier. The first thing is that, yeah, some universities are there like which gives like lower rate of education, but yeah, some universities they are charging higher. Like suppose in Canada for one semester you have to spend like full 1 year like 16 or $7,000 Canadian dollars. You have to spend like more than $20,000 US dollars in United States if you're studying in good universities or good colleges, right? That is first difference. Second, education wise, both have like same strategies, but yeah, in Canada I seen that some part of like useful to your like career, they are like teaching like what is useful in your career. In United States is the same thing as well, but you know that if you're attending the colleges, it is a different part. If you're like attending from home, it is different part. So yeah, education wise there is no much difference, but yeah, at least you can get a better like prospects from any education colleges if you have like good strategies, good courses, or like good sites of like technicals and non-technical area. So yeah, this is the way like I can differentiate
Now,
between.
yeah, Rajesh, let me interrupt you here. Sorry. So, one big difference for international students in Canada, international students can work off campus up to 20 hours a week. Minimum salary is about $15, and full time during the breaks. In US, you cannot work off campus. So, how did you survive in the US without
Wow.
work?
That is the great question you asked me. Definitely, it is a very great question. See, honestly speaking, to everybody, like all are listening to me and Gautam sir. Actually, when I was in United States, here, if you are learning, while you're learning, you are getting 20 hours to work or off campus. So every students like go outside and can work legally, because when you get in Canada, you get study permit as well as like little bit work permit, like for 20 hours a week you can work here in Canada. But in United States, you don't get any 20 hours work permit while you are studying. So what I did for my surviving, I started a job in store, and after that, I started a job in data migration for night. So that job is also like paying me cash, and it is not legal first of all. But see, I have to pay my fees and everything, right? So I have to do at any cost the job is required, illegal or legal, but I have to do it. But yeah, also I'm suggesting it is not legal in United States to work while you are working. You are getting a job after 1 year or 9 months of completing your study. You are getting your CPT, curriculum practical training. So it is very hard for students who are living in United States to get the work after 9 months, right? Even on CPT as
So
well.
it
So,
is
but
illegal,
luckily,
just to add,
yeah,
Rajesh, there were so many students who were actually arriving back, and the border officers at the immigration at the port of entry, they check the students' cell phones, and if they find that they are illegally working, their F1 visas, their OPT visas were cancelled. So, guys, it is illegal. It is very mentally very stressful to survive as a student with a part-time job. So that's a big advantage of Canada as well. And also, how was your OPT after your studies? So
that is
in Canada, we call it postgraduate work permit. In US, it is called OPT. So in US, there is students can get 3 years, but there is a two-step process. The first is called this. First is the F1 OPT, which is for 12 months, and then you
right.
can extend it for another 24 months, right?
24 months, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, and yeah, definitely, you are saying very correctly. Yeah, I got my OPD after my study finished. But yeah, luckily I got the job because I have very good knowledge and I have like a little bit good experience in India as well. So, and I gave like 3 or 2 interviews and I got selected. But yeah, that's luckily, and I have a very good knowledge. Explore that knowledge for me in that OPD period. But I am also telling some people who are like studying or who are living in the United States, it is not so easy to get job if you are getting your OPT, right? You have to struggle a lot. Might be you have to like hire some contractors, or like you have some like contractors are there, like some companies who are like sponsoring their like H1B or something like that. They will hire them, they will take them like on 30-70% basis. So these are the ways in United States. And yeah, so it is very tough for them, and they are like getting 3 years of total OPT work permit. And for H1B, as I told you, it's only depend on your like lottery selection. If you're getting your H1B, it is very good. If not, you have to study again, you have to study again, you have to study again. Might be you're wasting your time or you are wasting your money. There's a possibilities in United States. While in Canada, you are studying, you are getting your PGWP, and you are applying for your PR. If you're like
That's
lucky,
simple
you're,
process. Yeah,
yeah.
but one important thing as well here in the US, your OPT, your OPT CPT should be relevant only to the education what you're studying. In Canada,
Exactly.
there are no strings attached.
Exactly. There is no string attached in like Canada, but yeah, in United States, see, if you are going for H1B, they are asking, hey, what OPT you are doing, what master's you doing? I say like computer science. Okay, what job you are doing right now? I say like in computer. It is okay if you are doing pharmacist job. It is not okay. Okay, it is not valid in United States. Okay, your OPT must be attached or related to your master's degree. Then and then you are able to apply for H1B. Okay, and then your H1B got approved. If your OPT and your work is different, they won't approve your H1. They say like, hey, you're relevant. It is not relevant to your study. There's so many reasons they are giving for denial of H1B in United States. While in Canada, that is not a matter. Okay, what education you're doing, what type of knowledge you have, you can do that type of job here. So that is very good idea in Canada. Okay, it is not stressful as well. Okay, and you know that many people, many students, we know that like some people wants to move their like career from here to there. Yeah, they can do it. If they cannot like find their interest or knowledge in particular field, they can change their mind and they can get like whatever they want to do. It should be like that, right? Am I right or wrong, sir?
Correct, definitely, yes. Yeah. So what, your life, you have lived the two lives, Canada and US. What do you find the difference, and what are the advantages and disadvantages compared to, like, where do you find life more peaceful and more relaxed?
Definitely, very good question. The first of all, like I lived in both United States and Canada. Okay, the first and most interesting thing I'm telling about the peaceful and very good life. Okay, Canada, I am feeling very happy and peaceful life. I don't have any stress when I wake up in the morning, and I'm very fresh every morning. Okay, I don't have any stress. Yeah, I have a good job. Okay, I'm doing good job. So that is the thing. Like I have to do work as well. If you're living in Canada or US, you have to do work hard. That is good part. Okay, but yeah, the peaceful life in Canada. If you're living in United States, every morning you're like wake up with so many hazards and hey, so many stress. My H1B got approved or not? Will I get my green card? Hey, can I invite my families here? Hey, my can I able to meet my parents? Okay, hey, so many questions. If you're like coming from India or any other countries to United States or Canada, so this is the big difference. Peaceful life in Canada, non-peaceful life in United States. So that is the most difference. Okay, but environment wise, like same, like cold is there, cold is here, so it's not a big deal. Okay, and the other part, like expenses. So yeah, expenses here is also there and there is also. So both the way it's the same, but peaceful life is here. There is no peaceful life. There is so many hazards in your way. You have to struggle a lot if you're living in United States for getting job as well. You know that is I told you, right? Many people like able to survive their life here in Canada very easily. There are no so many opportunities for them who has not good experience at all. The freshers have to struggle a lot because there is a lot of competition in United States. Competition wise, it is like a wider area. There are like so many companies are there, but yeah, there is so many competitions. So suppose if one company wants to give the job to people, okay, for like $50,000, and the same like they are getting two candidates. Okay, one candidate which is fresher, which has who has not good knowledge, or like who is just passed out from the college, and the other person who has like good knowledge, and he's willing to do job for the same money. Then they will invite the people who has good knowledge for the same money. They're not inviting to the freshers. For freshers, there is little bit lot struggle in United States. So these are the differences I seen.
Okay, yeah. So how about your technical job? You worked in the US and here. After completing your studies in Conestoga College, how long did it take to find a job for you here in Canada? And how about the IT industry in Canada? How do you feel this IT industry?
The one thing I am want to tell about the IT industries in Canada is that if you are like willing to do a good job in IT industries in Canada, it is very good because you are getting your permanent job, full-time job, if you are applying for a full-time and permanent job here easily. So I got my permanent job here. Okay, the full-time job. And I got my job after completing my studies in Conestoga College within 1 month.
Within 1 month.
Yes, within 1 month.
That is
Yes.
that is very good. So how many interviews did you have? How many jobs did you apply? How difficult was it? Usually, yes, IT, many job opportunities here, but still, it's a bit of a struggle, right? Yeah.
Yeah, bit of struggling. As I told you, right? It is also dependent on your knowledge. So yeah, I gave like 3 or 4 interviews. I applied actually at 5 or 6 places at the beginning when I was when I was about to complete my study in Conestoga College. So I applied and I got the invitation of interviews from 3 companies. I gave like almost 3 interviews. I got selected in 2, and the one result was pending. But after that, I choose between these 2 jobs. So why I got selected, first of all, it is very interesting part because they gave me some task. They gave me like 3 or 4 rounds of interviews, and yeah, as I told you, like if you're very good command on the technologies and if you're very good command on like the things of what they are asking, okay, you will get your job easily. And yes, the education is also important. It's not at all like, hey, if you don't have education, then of course you don't have any knowledge. So yeah, education is important. They're asking also the education. Also they asked me like from which college I studied, and after like getting my job, not before but after getting my job, I say like,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
I studied from Conestoga College, and they asked me
Where are
about
you?
yeah.
Rajesh, which city in Gujarat are you from, Rajesh?
So I am from Baroda, in
You're from
Gujarat.
Baroda. And what was your bachelor's stream and percentage?
Okay, so I did my bachelor in computer science, means computer engineering from BNSGU, South Gujarat University, which is a well-known university in Gujarat. So and my percentage was like I was passed my bachelor's with distinction,
That is very,
77%.
that
Yeah.
is very good. So you're currently a .NET developer or a full stack developer? What is your current job title?
Currently I am a full stack senior software developer. Means like I worked with so many kind of technologies, backend and front end, and after that I converted from from backend to the full stack development. So right now I am a full stack developer.
Very good opportunities for full stack developers, right? Many job
That
opportunities.
exactly, and anyone who needs a job, okay, and who has like good command, at least good command, or like knowledge of technologies, okay, around like not only .NET, Java, .NET, or any other kind, who wants to reach out to me, I can help them out. Okay, see, whatever I can do for them.
Yeah, I will, guys, I will put this in the YouTube channel, also in a Facebook. I will tag Rajesh. Rajesh is also in a Facebook member. He's a very humble person and he'll be happy to help. So, Rajesh, thank you. One last question for you. What would you advise students who are prospective international students who are planning to come to Canada or US? Like, what would be your advice? Would you advise Canada or would you advise US?
Definitely, I will advise Canada. Okay, so the people who wants to come abroad, believe me, whatever struggle I did, I'm thinking like, please don't go or don't choose that way, which is very troublesome. Okay, so and which is very good. Okay, so choose the good way. Come to Canada. Okay, make your career grow. Okay, study, get your job, get your PR, and get full satisfaction. See, I'm not saying like it is tough to get the job in Canada. Okay, it is very easy also if you're very good command and very good knowledge. Okay, so if anyone who wants to choose between United States and Canada, please choose Canada first.
You
That is
know,
my advice.
yeah, many people who come to Canada, eventually, when you get your citizenship, you can work in the US on the TN visa as well. So,
Definitely.
yes. Yeah. So
Yes.
coming from middle class families, you spend so much of time and money. And I have seen people literally, there was one lady from Delhi, she did 2 masters and a PhD in the US. She spent 10 years waiting for her H1B. And no question about green card, unfortunately, poor lady. So, right, guys, so play safe. You could definitely come to Canada, get your education, get a job, get your PR, and then if you want US, you could go ahead and you can also work in the US. It's pretty much safe, right? Compared to
Pretty
that.
much
So
safe and easy. Yes. Yes. If you are getting your exam, there are so many people. My 2 friends are doing the same thing. Okay, they are like getting their citizens. They came long time back and they got their TN visa. They got good opportunities in United States to work. So yeah, they're living here or like they are going there. They are getting good job here or there, both the ways. So it is very easy. If you want to go to United States from Canada, it is easy. But if you want to come from United States to Canada directly, okay, you have to like pass through like some
Yeah, I mean,
steps, right?
getting a
Yeah.
legal status as a permanent resident in Canada is easy as an international student as of now compared to the US. So again, as I said, I'm a Telugu, and we have so many international students, Telugu students in the US. But again, it is very important, guys. You all understand that you have to plan. It's not just okay. Let me go there and I will see what happens. You have to clearly understand what is as a student first, your commitments. Are there any job opportunities? You have to plan your finances. You should not work illegally. Okay, that is very important in the US. You'll have to wait until you get your part-time job on campus. Later on, if you're lucky, after you finish your master's, maybe you'll get into CPT, right? So these things are very important in the US. So please plan accordingly. Don't work illegally. Has serious implications, and I have seen students getting their F1 visas, OPTs, and H1Bs cancelled, and their students' visas, even after they finish, they are canceled the visas and sent back. So very important to all of you to make sure that you take a right choice. US or Canada, both are good options, but US, it is a longer journey for you to get in. It's a lottery with the H1B, and it takes an extensive time. Also, when you are waiting for your green card, right? So play safe, and you have first have you had Rajesh had first had experience with all going through all this. So Rajesh, thank you very much for taking your time in a busy morning. I know as a full stack developer, I'm not asking your salary. It is definitely more than 5-digit salary. So please, I know the value of your time, so I will not take much of your time. I will stop the live stream and then we can go ahead. So Rajesh is a student, and for students who are applying through CIP, I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and we support our students extensively from the study visa process, spouse open work permit, and immigration without my legal fees. Only request is we have team here in Canada. We request a small one-time consultation fees, which goes to them as an incentive. But personally, I don't get any money for the secondary, the other services from CIP. So Rajesh, he came here and then he got married, and his spouse was also visa was approved, and then he's now applying for PR. He's finished his 1 year work experience, and CIP, I'll be helping him with the immigration as well without any legal fees. For non-CIP students, we charge $1,500. And for CIP students, I don't charge any legal fees, just a consultation fees, $250, which goes to my team member, whoever is supporting, assisting me and him with the process.
So
Right, Rajesh?
thank you so much. It's my pleasure to talk to you and everybody who is listening to me. And I am suggesting one thing, like CAP is just not a consultant firm. It is like the family. Okay. Who are like wants to join like CAP, take everything from your mind away, okay, and join it, because you are getting very good opportunity to consult a very good consulting firm, because it is not a firm, it is family. They are helping you in each and every moment, each and every prospects of your visa process, and until you are getting your PR or after that also. So please, I advise everyone to join CAP.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. We are indeed, I've been through many difficult. I was an international student myself when I was 19. I left home in 1993 when I was only 19. I lived in Eastern Europe. There were no Indians there, very few. And I've been through some difficult issues, and like all of us students, right? And I want to ensure, so many international students from India and other countries trust us just because we have such a strong reputation through, most of them refer their friends, relatives, and Zoom, and also Facebook and social media. And we try to ensure the best. It's a very big decision for somebody, for an international student to trust without meeting, right? We are a virtual platform, and we have thousands of students who apply through us. So just a gesture of thank you to all of you guys. We cannot replace your mother and father, but we can definitely, if you have any health issues, any tuition fees issues, anything, we help our students. Sometimes some of them have some financial issues. We pay them the tuition fees, give them money if they're having some any financial issues, to support them temporarily, loan them the money as well. If you have any health issues, last week I had one of my students. He unfortunately, he's from Conestoga, very nice kid, Gopal, and he's going through a very serious surgery. Yesterday, he actually had a surgery. He had thrombosis and his lung is not working. So he was emergency put in an hospital. So we will support him. We will also raise a GoFund for this student. So anything happens, we are here like a family, like a community to support you. And, so as you said, like we appreciate you all. And for me, my CIP students are my family here. I don't really have anything else. So guys, thank you very much for, trusting us and applying through us. And we will do the best to support you as a social enterprise and not a commercial organization.